print big enough. Yeah, Circle of Miracles is a very special place. I was Jean Finch back there. For some of you may remember me in that name configuration. And now I'm back to my maiden name, Jean Westbrook Leavitt. And you've given a lot of the background information: psychic medium, poet, artist, feminist, teacher, meditation instructor, healer, hypnotist, and regressionist. So I'm very glad to be here with you and share what I know is true about every human having a special spiritual purpose. Some of you, since this is a relatively evolved group, know what your spiritual purpose is. Others of you may be interested, thinking about it, not sure, or you could be already manifesting it. Part of my soul purpose is listed on the Circle of WaterLight website: to inspire and encourage people. Thank you so much. To inspire and encourage people to rediscover, thank you, the joy, power, and creativity of their spiritual connection, empowering all people to become clear, understanding the imprints that block them, enhancing sensitivity, releasing addictions that muffle connection, and joining in spiritual emotional flow. So many of you know we all came to Earth to learn and grow. We may have come to deal with karmic situations or learn new paths, to have experiences, some challenging, some enlightening, some blissful. We come encoded with a blueprint of a path. That's important. Think about it. It's already in us. It's not something you have to go out and seek. It's in you. It's not cast in stone. And we put into that plan that we originally decided on, with the help of our guides, counsels, etc., situations and events that will move us forward, depending on how we deal with them. Sometimes that path contains abuse, losses, accidents, illnesses. These teach us and help us to evolve to another place. The main thing is to remember, and again, this is an aware group, the main thing is to remember we're on a spiritual path, incarnated in this time, place, and body. And also you may know that the soul purpose is not necessarily your profession or your job. That's the outside life. There is both the inner and outer purpose. Your inner purpose, according to Eckhart Tolle, is to awaken spiritually. That's the first aspect. Your outer life purpose is that which you have to do and be to feel fully alive. It's the special aspect of you that will enrich humanity. Think about that. Your outer life purpose is that which you have to be and do to feel fully alive. So let me share what this has meant to me on my journey. A little beeper. Born in New England. Someone's beeping. It's hidden.
It's in the office. It's in the office. Hello.
Someone's trying to get through. We know it's my mother. When I was looking for the song, and by the way, that was not the song I chose, but it was better. It was more than perfect. And the last song came to me as I was walking. I thought, last song. And it was very clear, and it was related to my mom because she loved the sound of music, so it's connected to that. So what has this meant to me on my journey? Born in New England 76 years ago, hard to believe. I was a very sensitive kid, still am. In an 8th grade career class, when asked what I wanted to be, I listed minister, cartoonist, and vet. Besides having rescued numerous cats and dogs and doing some art and poetry, I've shifted some of these original desires to helping and healing, bringing spiritual awareness to people. But as a teenager, I had some sense back then of what mattered to me. Also, when I look at my background, I get insight into why I chose my family of origin, and I can see some of the themes of my life. What are your patterns and themes related to your family of origin? How are they connected to your soul purpose? I chose to be born to a long line of teachers and ministers. And I also have family members who are alcoholics. Healing that pattern myself, I've now been in recovery for over 40 years. Yeah, part of my journey of the challenges, but as a psychic medium, all the challenges I've been through, and there have been so many, have allowed me to connect with the people that I'm working with and to say to them, I understand, been there. And I know with your nods that many of you have also experienced that. So a number of the people I've helped over the years have dealt with substance abuse or codependency. I was also brought up in a liberal religion that believed in justice for all people, and to a father born in the Middle East. And my life has been about encouraging others locally and internationally, lived in a couple of countries, to find equality and empowerment. I've always said my spiritual and political beliefs are not opposed, but complementary. And with all the challenges I've been through, divorce, et cetera, I won't make the long list, raising 2 kids by myself, I can empathize with my clients and their challenges. Also, teaching has been my path, teaching college English, poetry workshops, and eventually now spiritual seminars through my work at Circle of WaterLight. I was also along the way fascinated with reincarnation and read everything I could find on metaphysical topics. I started regular yoga and meditation in my 20s and attended workshops and met people on the spiritual path. In my early 30s, I took healing seminars and became a certified MariEL healer. MariEL is similar to Reiki. And the regular meditation I was doing opened my psychic centers, the first being clairaudience, you know about the clairs, clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clair-knowing, clairsmellient, really clairvoyant. So I was starting to open, and that the sound remains one of my strongest connections. And in the recorded readings I do, I focus on the sound vibration of the name of the person being read. Any people they ask about, living or deceased, names of animals, buildings, businesses, you give me a name, they'll channel through information. And I believe it's part of connecting with the Akashic records. So in my early 30s, I attended a metaphysical retreat in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. And in the first few days, I felt my heart hurting and then burst open. Wasn't having a heart attack. It was an energetic opening. And then my third eye opened and I could see on a different level. On the trip home, I witnessed a landscape that glowed with gold light. Within a month, I was offering channeled readings to friends, loving information coming through from what I call the golden beams of light. Okay, Mom. Persistent. It's okay. Several years later, on a trip to Sedona with a Reiki group, I had further experiences. Driving to what had been a Hopi community one morning among the spectacular Red Rock mesas, I heard chanting and drumming. Through the car window, I witnessed natives pounding corn, singing, moving through the village. Thinking it was a modern day reenactment, I laughed and asked the others in the car what they thought. Uncomfortable and dismissive, they said they saw and heard nothing. I was remembering having been there before, and the bleed through of time and space meant I was there and I could hear. A day later, I climbed to the top of a red rock mesa to meditate. Sitting comfortably on the smooth rock above the valley, I closed my eyes and soon witnessed a group of light beings surrounding me. They placed me on a massage-like table, and I heard them say they were releasing old patterns that might impede my earth purpose. They were as clear as all of you sitting here, and the energy from them was radiant. They cleared my aura with a crystal wand and then presented it to me, saying, "You are ready to go forth healing others." I remember this experience as if it were yesterday. And these golden beings of light have been with me since, guiding me, helping others through the readings locally, nationally, internationally, over the last 40 years. The readings are meant to provide an emotional, spiritual mirror, identifying blocks to growth and ways to connect with spirit. Along the way, understanding the power of meditation, I became certified as a meditation instructor and still feel this is one of the keys to guidance in this lifetime, to help us remember our connection to higher realms. Because of a past life regression that was very powerful in my late 20s, I studied hypnosis to be able to offer this amazing tool to others. The connections of the conscious and unconscious minds can create powerful and positive changes in behavior. Through the regressions, many have understood past origins for stuck patterns, physical pains, interactions in their current life, and been able to release them. Because my channeled readings involve both psychic information and medium insights, and through reading in various books, I understand more about where we travel between lifetimes. Part of my purpose is to demystify the other side. Hello, Mom. To encourage people to release fear of dying, to share how beautiful, magical, and totally loving the spirit world is, and that our time on earth is but the blink of an eye. I know many of you know that. Sometimes I say to you, I see dead. But they're never like they are in the movies. It's all complete bliss. So life as a psychic medium, hypnotist, past life regressionist, and meditation instructor has not been easy. People have sometimes been afraid, dismissive, or mocking. As a single parent of two amazing kids, and now having almost two-year-old grandsons, I continue channeling, getting off and on a side job to support myself and my children. My father, the minister, once said, "Get a real job." And I told him, "This is my job. This is my sole purpose." So against all odds, I continue to persevere with my spiritual life, helping others to connect to theirs. This energy is available for everyone, for insight, healing, and transformation, and is more powerful than we can imagine. Like many of us, I can sink into despair sometimes, despite knowing the sun always shines above the clouds. And then I remember that spirit beings, guides, angels, ascended masters are all a mere breath away. Over the years, I have felt immense joy and gratitude to be able to convey the message of spiritual connection. I feel blessed to have developed the ability which I have used in various lifetimes and which is my sole purpose. What is your purpose? How do you define it? How do you further it? I offer a 3-session seminar, this is the PR, via Zoom to help you do just that. As you awaken spiritually, you can discover your outer life purpose, which is that which you have to be and do to feel fully alive. It's the special aspect of you that will enrich humanity. It's part of why you came to the earth this time around. I encourage you to discover this, support it, sustain it, and rejoice in it. And if you'd like more information, I have flyers over there, business cards. Please sign up on my email list to receive the monthly newsletter. So again, I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you, Ken, for inviting me. Thank you for Sue. It's nice to see your familiar face. And I open it up to sharing and discussion.